Hello everyone and thank you for coming back to my channel. Let's get right on into the bold and the beautiful that aired for March 8th, Wednesday, 2017. Okay, let's see. The bold and the beautiful, the bold and the beautiful. Today it was about really security, itineraries of where Rusty Dusty is going to be, and he's going to be getting married in a secluded place after he sees Bozo the Clown and Bottom Paid for gets married. Then they're supposed to have some type of publicity where they're going to be showcasing some of their new designs that Australia is going to be the first to see, as well as us on TV and all that spectacular stuff that they have streaming through that they're going to be showing in California and Australia and probably globally, or some new designs that they're bringing out, but they're going to be hosting it in Australia. So Rusty Dust is just really being big on security, security to security. Not letting any designs get out. And of course, they looking at Coco to see if she tries to sabotage or steal any designs so Spectra Fashions can have a new light of day. But anyway, we're going to get right on into it. We have Sharpshooter RJ is holding or embracing Coco's face. Coco is thanking Sharpshooter RJ for an amazing day. And of course, RJ is thanking her again for saving his life. Okay, moving from that situation, we go to Rusty Dusty. He's telling Rick and Thomas, follow the leader, about his itinerary and what is going to be taking place in Australia. And he's going to be, like I said, showcasing a few new pieces for the public, just to drum up publicity for a new fashion show they're going to be starting probably later on throughout the year. But you know, they got to stay in the spotlight. They got to be bringing out new things here and there to keep people in tune with what they're doing in fashion. Then we have Grams is looking at the necklace that Saul has prepared for Coco to wear. Not every day, but on special days. He implanted the necklace, the little spy camera in it, and she's just like, "Wow, it's that little? You can't even tell." Okay, so she's all ready for it, already get ready to get down to the get down. Then we have Audrey, sharpshooter, probably Thomas, have finally come to a meeting with their dad. And of course, Maya's there. Go get her two-faced is there. Then we have Rick, of course. Then we have baby girl Nicole. Don't know what T Dot is. That was glad they didn't show him because I didn't feel like looking at him today and talking about his beautiful bride. And I can't believe baby girl Nicole memory is that short. Talking about what was her name now? Because they were talking about the intern, which was Coco. I'm like, how can you forget Coco? Coco Chanel. That's who I think of when somebody say Coco, unless they're talking about some cocoa like hot chocolate. You know what I'm saying? But the wording will make you think of one or the other. You get what I'm saying? Okay, so like I said, she's still stuck on being a Forster by adoption. Okay. Anyway, moving on from there. Uh we go to Coco has finally come back to the Spectre camp, and she's telling them that Rusty Dusty had fired her, and all of everybody just up in arms. They looking upset. They're like, "Oh Lord, I ain't want to go back to a crime." Okay. Uh, like I said, I was very much looking upset. We go to commercial. We come back. We are Rusty Dusty is giving his orders to everybody or everyone before he gets going to his trip to Australia. Okay, just laying down the rules. Don't want nothing to be deviated from, especially when it comes to his designs. So then we go back to Coco. Coco tells them all at Spectre Fashion what had happened to her, and you know how the forces got into it and how they end up keeping her on. Then we go to Father Leader Thomas. He's designing back in the design room and talking to Sharpshooter RJ and hearing his side of what happened, meaning, you know, when he almost got killed or very much so injured, and how Coco came to save him. And, you know, Coco being getting, well, almost got, well, getting fired. But I'm like, okay, you just said so many days ago that she was hired. So how is your father gonna go over your head and take somebody out the loop? But you know, like I said, it's foolery, tomfoolery in this show sometimes, how the writers be writing stuff. But anyway, Sharpshooter RJ goes on to tell Father Leader Thomas he had his first kiss, and it was with Coco. Well, I'm assuming it was his first kiss because he was just too amazing. He was scared to take that action. So I'm just assuming that was his very first kiss. Then I'm like, whoa, whoa, he's taking after his big brother with the kisses on the Spectra women. But of course, Sharpshooter RJ, he doesn't know that Thomas has already gotten them lips from the uh, oldest, excuse me, Spectra lady that's in LA. Okay, we go to commercial, we come back. We have Father Leader Thomas. He can't believe what he just heard. He's asking his little brother, Sharpshooter RJ, you kissed Coco? Oh, okay. Oh, let me hear the 411, little bro. Let me hear the 411. So, Father Leader Thomas tells Sharpshooter RJ to don't tell his dad, but he was really telling Father Leader Thomas also to don't tell his dad. So they have a little bond with each other, and they definitely not gonna break the code. Okay, then we go back to Coco. Coco is telling all of them, well, Sharpshooter RJ kissed me. And Grams says, whoo, she's on cloud 9, 10, 14, 2000, infinity. Okay. Graham wants to hear all the details. When RJ can't seem to go without talking to his Coco, he's calling to check on her to make sure she made it home safely. I said, dog, if you want to call Spectra Fashions warehouse home, yeah, I guess she is there. I'm like, are they living there too? Because none of them seem to go home. But anyway, or maybe for Grams, because she had to go home and cook some cakes or something. But I'm just wondering, the rest of them look like they don't go nowhere. They just sit there. They're permanent fixtures. But anyway, excuse me. Um, Coco takes the call outside of the office space that they're meeting in. And, you know, of course, Sharpshooter RJ just saying, you know, I'm just, you know, checking on you. Just wanted to make sure you okay. And they were talking about their day and hope it goes real well tomorrow, minus the incident of she having had to dive and yank Sharpshooter RJ out the way. So he can't wait to see her tomorrow either. I'm like, oh, they are in love with each other. They in love. I don't know if it's puppy love or first crush kiss love. I don't know, but they look cute together. But anyway, we leave the situation. We go to where Sally is trying to back out of the betrayal of Coco. You know, she's feeling some kind of way. Them emotions of morality is hitting her in the butt. And then Grams tells her, we not going nowhere. We're going to fight this good fight. And Saul jumps in. He's trying to talk her back into the plan, not backing out. She said, no, we can't back out now. Just because you think you don't rub arms or shoulders with one of the forces, they don't care about you. You know, Saul's just painting a very grim picture. I'm like, wait a minute now. It seemed like the only person that really had a bad situation growing up was Coco and Sally. I'm like, Saul, you didn't have a bad growing up. You seem to have a okay, almost perfect childhood. And you're gonna say Sally can't even think about being with the Foresters and seeing herself in the future with the Foresters. I'm like, you just planning too much craziness in her head. I'm like, you just want her. Just get your emotions in check, Saul. Come on. You sounding like a jealous, I don't know. Ooh, spinster. Is that spinster for men? Anyway, we move on from there. We got Sally gets a call from Thomas. Thomas is wanting to see her again. He was just checking on her and just letting her know her sister's doing the darn thing over there. And he only expect more good things. So she definitely feeling guilty again. And Saul had to go in and bring her back down to earth because she's floating up there. She's floating, y'all. Because she don't find herself being in love with Thomas. Probably Thomas. I'm like, wait a minute now. See, Brian, we got to straighten out some mess because, you know, he's still supposed to be supposedly supposed to be with Caroline, remember? Caroline that need a husband. Have y'all forgot about her? And have you forgot about the child that he's supposed to have with her? I forgot the poor baby name. Anyway, moving on. We go to Sharpshooter RJ. RJ comes to see Rusty Dust in his office, and he's looking at his designs that his dad pretty much is keeping under wraps. I guess he's going to show them in this little publicity thing he has advertising in Australia. And Audrey tells his father again, thank you for letting Coco stay. And he said, yeah, you know I did it for you, right? And then he's trying to kid his son. He's trying to like tell him about the birds and the bees. I'm like, nah, we don't pass that stage. And then he was like, you know, just be careful because she's a Spectra. I like, Rich, they need to be telling you to be, somebody need to be careful of you because you're a force and a no good doggone force at that. Slum of the earth, man, slum of the earth. Okay, then we go to commercial, come back. We have Saul is saying, oh, now you're feeling sorry for Thomas, Father Leader Thomas now. And Grams and Saul, they jump on her again. They tell me, oh, no, no, boo-boo. Mm-mm. We got to give you another talking to. Look, we are swindlers. We're knockoff artists. And hey, if everybody wants to stay in LA, get paid, and, you know, be nicely living, we need to do what we know. And, you know, Coco comes back in and interrupts them and telling them that was her phone call from RJ. And Sally gives her the necklace showing she's done bought into the plan of sabotaging and stealing design secrets from the Force Creations by giving Coco the necklace that she had been eyeing for so long since she'd been back in LA. And she gave her some matching earrings to go along with it. But Coco is, you know, innocent in all of this. She don't know what her sister and her family has done behind her back. And she, you know, definitely receives the necklace and the earrings. And she pretty much tries them on, or she holds them in her hand or something. And she's telling Coco to go show Darlita. And of course, Darlita is welcoming her when she comes out there to see her, and she's liking the earrings set as well as the necklace, and you know she's out there talking, and they're getting a full view of everything, you know, because the camera's doing its job and doing its job very well. Leave that situation, we go to Ridge or Rusty Dusty. He's talking to RJ about business and relationships, and he's telling him, you know, man, she's a Spectre, so keep your guard up if anything else. And then we go to the last and final scene. We have Coco puts on the necklace. She's out there with Darlita. She's telling Darlita she has a beautiful dress on, and Darlita like, oh, this whole thing. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. And of course, Sally got her computer up. It's a full screen on Darlita, and Darlita must be looking at something on Coco. Maybe her necklace, trying to get a good view behind it. Darlita's coming wide, camera faced, and looking sharp in her facial expression as well as her dress. They got her clear picture enlarged to see in and everything that Coco will be wearing that necklace, and it might be creeping around them designs, you know, because she got to look at them because they're everywhere. So when she gets up on them, it's going to be like a front stage, center stage picture that they can copy, or definitely Photoshop, or not Photoshop, but take a picture of it and then try to, you know, because not Caroline, Lord, Sally is a good artist, so she could draw it. She just has to see it. So that's pretty much how they're gonna be stealing their stuff. And you know, of course, Sally, Saul, and Graham's looking at the same computer screen that Sally has it on, and they say, "Whoop, the locket is definitely doing its job." So y'all, that was the Bold and the Beautiful that aired from March 8th, this Wednesday hump day. Hope y'all had a good day. Sliding on down towards the weekend. And thank you for coming to Deb Chanel's 48's World. And as always, please subscribe to my channel, share and like my videos, guys. And I'll talk to you real soon. You know I'm going to come back tomorrow for more Bold and the Beautiful. Good night.